Elaaf Hanif. As you can see on the PPT that I am here to delivering a PPT on the topic named The Alchemist, which is presented by me, means Elaaf Hanif, and from the Sania girls to Sir Mamtaz Bhatti. Display another slide. Another slide. So it is the Alchemist character map in which we can see the Englishman, and this is he is Santiago, and this is Alchemist. Santiago is the mentor of Alchemist, and Santiago is the boss, and the Englishman is the boss and the employee of the Santiago, and the Fatma is the love of Santiago, and the Milchizdik tell about him, and the Englishman tell about that he has to meet with the alchemy. Now display another side. It's done for Sania.
So we are in pair position. So I want to tell you about The Alchemist. So The Alchemist is written by Paulo Cohelo. So here is a novel type of work, and here is a friction, Portuguese, and it's written in 1988. Means Paulo Cohelo was born in 1988, Brazil. Okay, this is written. Okay, and then 1988, date of first publication. The original publisher was a small Brazilian publisher house, Poco, another Brazilian publishing company. Means that the book was publishing in that year, and there was the first large publisher to print the book. Helper one is the American publisher. Okay, so here is my point.
And another point, which is about that the Alchemist said that we have to knew about the present and forget about the past and the future, because in life it depends too much that we have to only depend on the present, because if you depend on the present then you will be a better person, but if you too much depend on the past then you will go to the depression. It is good to that depend on the future, but don't too much depend on the future, because it is and you can go to the anxiety. Then move to the quote, which is about the past and future, and it is a quote by Tricia Malloy that is the first step to a bright future. If you will only focus on the present, then your future will be bright.
So my point is personal legend. Personal legend means a person's one's destiny. When you are fulfilling your dream, that means there is a personal legend. And after personal legend, when you have a personal legend, means all young ones have a personal legend. So when you have a personal legend, then they will get their master stroke. Master stroke means ones who have means great in their on their subject or on their masters. Like when I am good at English, so this is my master work. Or in this chapter, Alchemist has a master work because he turns lead into gold. So thank you.
Then it is another theme, that is everything in life has its own price, written by Paulo Coelho, The Alchemist. It is for those who are very hardworking, not for those who are losers. In life, the one who is hardworking will always get a prize for those. For example, if someone is preparing too much for the test, so of course he or she will also get the result in it. So it is a true statement that everything in life has its price, but only for the hard workers. Now Sania.
Fear of failure. Remember that failure is not the opposite of success. It is a part of success. Means you see every gentleman or every successful person has the reason behind his successful is a fear of failure. Fear of failure means what stop us from the success, but we should leave the fear of failure and we should step up and we should from fear and failures we can learn things. When we fear of failure also from the fear of failures we also fail in our lives, but this fear of failure, for this fear of failure we can also be successful in our life. So thank you.
Another theme is he learned from crystal. I am talking about the Santiago, that he learned from crystals, sheep and desert. He learned from crystal that the faith is not written in the stone and not set in a stone. And he learned from sheep. Move to another slide. He learned from the sheep. It is the Santiago sheep. We can see another animal in the life that we also said that the dog is most of the cleverest animal, but the dog is cleverest for those who is the owner of the dog, but the sheep is the cleverest to anyone. It has the big heart for everyone. So that's why the Santiago sheep is everything for him. So Santiago is the sheep. Santiago sheep is a symbol for it. So now Sania does the desert.
Okay, so I am also telling you some point as Elaaf has told to you. He learned from crystal, sheep and desert. This is the word of these are the words of Santiago. He said that he learned from crystal, sheep and desert. Means sheep. He is a shepherd. Actually, he is a shepherd. So sheep means sheep can learn him everything something. And crystals are also learned him something, taught him something, and desert also taught him something. So and means that Paulo Cohelo wants to tell us taught us that everything, where are you living, everything whatever had happened with you in the past, or whatever are happening with you, they all things have taught you something. Okay, then Elaaf's turn.
Don't make hasty decisions. In the Alchemist, the Paulo Cohelo or the Alchemist said that we shouldn't have to be so much impatient and hasty, because haste is waste. Haste will lead you into the destroyness. As you can, as I am going to tell you one example, that if someone is testing in happening for example of a girl, then the girl is she got the time of 2 minutes. Then the girl will try, of course she will try so much fastly. Then after the test she will get that when she did the things with hastily, her result got very failed. She become failure. So that's why you don't have to make hasty decision, because time is very variable for you. So don't make hasty decisions that you will regret later in your life, because after that hasty decision you will regret too much about that decision.
Okay, then universal language, philosopher's stone and elixir of life. Then I told you about universal language. So these means words have double or triple meaning. Terms have double or triple meaning. So first I want to tell you about universal language. Actually, universal language is the language of woman. Means Paulo Cohelo says that universal language is the language of woman, which gives you a kind of message or idea. So universal language is not only spoken by people, but it is also spoken by animals, things, or desert, birds, or everything. Okay, so means everything taught you something. There means environment also means taught you something. That is also universal language. So universal language is a language which is spoken by everything. Okay, then Urimam and Thamema. So sorry, I want to tell you about another point of universal language, that Englishmen wanted to learn universal language. In order to learn universal language, he left his country and his all effort. And Santiago also in the search of alchemist in the search of treasure, he also learned universal language. Then Urimam and Thamema. Urimam and Thamema were two stones, colored stones, given to Santiago by Melchizedek. These were the two stones. Whenever the alchemist was unable to decide or choose something, at that time he used these two stones. Means when he was not able to decide something, then he used through these two stones, and he decided whatever he want to decide. And then philosopher's stone. It is a type of stone So elixir means alchemist. Englishman wanted to learn universal language, philosopher's stone, and elixir life. Then elixir of life. Elixir of life is a special kind of liquid, and it was a rumor about alchemist that he was 200 years old because of elixir of life. because elixir life is a special kind of liquor which alchemist was drank. That's why he is 200 years in age. So thank you.